That's right, guys. Good morning and welcome to another M3 collection day, another Alpine White for the channel, F80 M3. So welcome. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of this car, 2016 F80 M3. And if you haven't noticed, one of the biggest reasons I got this car, there's actually a few big reasons, but one of them, a huge draw, was these brakes. The carbon ceramic brakes, which are insanely expensive to spec. But let me give you a quick rundown of this F80. So before I do that, quick disclaimer, I bought this car in Texas. I'm about 17 to 18 hours away from there. So I drove it about 7 or 8 hours yesterday, got on a plane at like 5 in the morning, flew out there, signed everything, bought the car, and then now is like the second half of the trip. So I'm a little bit groggy. I look kind of crappy today. So unfortunately you guys get to see that. And if I say anything stupid, that's why. But let's give you guys a little walk around. Alpine White, I just couldn't resist. You know, it just works. And especially on a car with amazing body lines like this one, the Alpine White, it just looks right. I mean, the special colors are nice, but I couldn't help myself. So we've got the nicest option headlights. So these are the adaptive LEDs. We've got a ton of bugs on the front, which hopefully shouldn't be too much of an issue because this car has PPF, the entire front clip up to here. A-pillars have it, mirrors have it, door cups have it, the first 6 inches of the roof has it, and then the impact areas like the rocker has it as well. So this car, my E92 had more paint protection film on it, but this one is still really pretty solid. The seller, actually this is a one owner. So actually one of the most notable things is this is a one owner carbon ceramic manual car. So that was a huge draw. All the cars I was looking for, they were all 2 to 5 owners up. And this made me feel really nice that I had all the records and the guy was very detailed. He put black tips on, so this is a factory exhaust, but the black tips, they've been changed out to black from chrome, which is kind of nice. Really the profile of the car is pretty straightforward, especially if you're familiar with M3s or F80s. It has a sunshade, which is not super common, and so it has the rear shades as well. No tint, so that'll be done shortly, and then I'll have some of the PPF updated as well. A black little louver thing there, so that's kind of nice. I had that on my E92. So it has the 360 cameras, and we'll change out this to be body color and a couple other things. So anyways, yeah, it's very stock looking, which is nice, so we get a nice blank slate to work from. B pillars have PPF on it as well, so those are scratch prone. And what's unique, well, besides the manual, I think that's fairly unique. It has the like two-tone sort of cloth inserts for part of the seats. And as you guys can see, I mean, the driver's side is immaculate. And another part that you guys will probably notice is 36,000 miles. So this car is a 2016 with 36,000 one owner. So if that tells you anything, the owner, the previous owner didn't, you know, arguably didn't drive it that often. So that's fine with me, less miles for me. And the other cars I was looking for, they all had 55,000 miles. And I don't know, I'm just feeling like I wanted something a little more fresh. And yeah, it's almost fully loaded. He didn't load, obviously, the DCT on it, which was a deal breaker. The carbon roof was definitely a deal breaker. I wanted a comp package, but everything else about this car was so good. It was like, especially the ownership. So anyways, that is a walk around. What's cool is it has all of the sort of tech and stuff, which I don't normally care as much about, but the heads-up display, you know, driving for 7 hours in areas that I'm not familiar with, it actually is super nice. And I'll give you guys kind of a rundown as I drive it, but I wanted to give you the collection feedback, the collection day. I'm going to tell you guys something. I actually plan to do some modifications to this car. The E92 I was pretty simple with. you know, tune spacers and just the exhaust, you know. This needs an exhaust. I don't know what I'm gonna do, because the one thing, of course, coming from the E92 to this, the sound is just not there. And in fact, when I started up, I kind of feel like embarrassed. Like, I feel like hopefully no one's around. When I did the E92 startup, I was like, oh man, this is loud, this is sweet. So that's quite a different mentality. And so the rear, I'm thinking to do competition rear muffler, because this is a factory muffler, the rear section. And then maybe either equal length mid pipe or something else. I don't know, I haven't really decided. But tint, PPF, I already have spacers, and I have a stud conversion for this car, especially because I don't want to mess up these brakes. If something gets messed up, it's probably gonna be very expensive. So let's get in, let's get on the road. Alright, so back on the road. One thing I really love about this car, so there's actually a lot of stuff I already like that I knew I would like. The heads-up display. And so especially when I'm in areas that I'm not familiar with and I want to be conscious of the speed limit, it says speed limit 70, I'm going 83, and I set the cruise. So what's nice, this car has a handful of, you know, tech that the E92 didn't. You know, it's a newer generation, so you kind of expect that. So the other thing that I forgot this car had is the rev matching, like the auto rev match. So when you downshift, you don't need to press the accelerator. So if you're braking, instead of trying to do heel toe or whatever, you can just like flat out just brake and then just hit the clutch when you're dropping gears without trying to match the revs, which I was like always mediocre at anyways. So before I yell at myself, not passing anyone, get in the right lane or the middle lane or whatever. Left lane's for passing. It's not a fast lane, it's not a slow lane, it's not a driving lane, it's a passing lane. Can you guys tell I've been on the road for like 10 hours? So wherever you live, if you think, oh, all the drivers, they drive slow in the passing lane, or it's such an issue. Every state has that happening in it. Every state that I've been in my whole life, whether I'm on a trip or I'm driving local, they all do it. So if you live in Arkansas, if you live in Tennessee, if you live in Ohio, hello, but your state is no different than the neighboring state. And if I was president, I would say there's a $200 fine for driving slow in the fast lane, in the passing lane. We'd raise more revenue than anything else. The carbon ceramic brakes obviously are sick. They don't dust. Like, there's a few moments where I was like, ooh, I need to brake a little bit more hard or whatever, like people start slowing down. And I'm like, oh man, all the brake dust, like in my mind, I'm like, oh man, it's gonna really destroy the wheels. It doesn't do anything to the wheels. It's so weird. Apparently they're supposed to be good for the life of the car if you don't track it. And this car's never been tracked, and I'm not gonna track it because I'm lame and whatever. That's just what I do or what I don't do. But anyways, that's enough of me yapping. We're gonna get back to driving. I wanna make it home today. Bowling Green, passing the Corvette creation area. Should we trade this in for a Corvette? I think the Corvette's much better anyway, so we should just do that. All right, quick little walk around of the car for you guys. Haven't driven through any inclement weather yet, but man, oh, it's a murder scene. Holy cow. Yep. So So that'll be on the list, detailing it. And this was a piece of rubber that flew up from a truck, like a piece of their tire. So thank God for PPF. I think this will come out. So that sucks. Freaking hit my windshield too. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do about that, because that sucks. And there's not much you can do. I was like passing a truck and see this? Yeah, I think with some, yep, that's coming off. So when we get home, I'll have to deal with that. That's probably the most urgent thing I'm worried about. But the rest of the car, yeah, this freaking sucks, man. God. Yeah, so that last few hours, that was not ideal. So that sucks about driving this far, is you kind of have that happen sometimes. So anyways, quick update for you guys. All right, everybody, 30 minutes out. I'm almost going insane, but I'm not. So we're doing good. The rubber that hit the car was probably the worst part of the trip. Otherwise, no bad traffic. But I think what I'm gonna do, wrap it up here. I'm dead. Basically, like, I don't have much to say. Thank you for following along. And definitely there's gonna be a lot of updates on this car. I already have multiple things delivered to the house. So in the next week, there'll be a handful of mods. Tint will be done, the PPF will be updated, and there's a couple other things too. So there's more content coming your way on the F80 M3 with a really nice place to start for making it the way I wanted to make it. So anyways, there's a cop. Don't worry, I'm not getting pulled over. I drove 18 hours, 17 or 18 hours without a ticket, without any issues, and no problems. And so I was like, all right, 30 minutes left. Don't mess it up. Going through Dayton and Cincinnati, and I feel like I see a lot of cops right out in this area. So there's at least like 6 cops clocking people in the last like 15 miles or so, 15, 25 miles. So we're gonna keep the cruise on. It's 70 miles, I'm gonna go 76. I'm gonna get in the middle lane and we're gonna just chill out for the next 34 minutes. So anyways, thank you guys, more to come. And I'll show you guys the carnage. And the video will be over. You saw this, so we'll clean that up. I'm pretty optimistic that'll come out. It's a murder scene, guys. But we made it back. One piece, more or less, on to detailing this thing.